guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know that a lot of times with the New Year's coming up, people are writing down New Year's resolution, goals, what they are hoping or inspiring to do in the upcoming year. And funny enough, it's always the same thing for a lot of people, and that is, I want to get fit and I lose like this amount of weight. And so I wanted to kind of share with you guys some things that I wish I knew during my journey of losing weight and my fitness journey. And so let's get started. 2019, 2020, I made a decision, well, more so 2019. In 2019, I made a decision. 2020, I was turning 30. I wanted to be my best weight. I wanted to feel healthy. I wanted to be a certain number, and I wanted to be a certain size. And so the first thing that I wish that I knew was that truthfully, it really wasn't about the number, because even when I reached my goal, which was to be 130, I still was like, I want to be more toned. I want more sculpture. I want more definition. And so it was never really about the number or the size. I ultimately realized that I felt better. I was more happy about the food that I was putting in my body. I enjoyed cooking. I realized how much I loved cooking and how I loved looking at recipes. And truthfully, working out has been my therapy. It has 100%. I'm very type A, and so my mind is constantly racing. I'm constantly thinking, and it has honestly been the only time in the day that I can completely just close off my mind and I'm just focused on working out. And so that's one of the points that I really wish that I knew during the beginning, that it wasn't about the number, it wasn't about the size. Truthfully, you could be at your goal weight, but if you have an unhealthy relationship with food, or you have an unhealthy relationship with just self-image, you'll never be happy at whatever weight that you end up being. And so point number 2, I wish I realized how important warming up and cooling down was. And so I always thought that truthfully, like, it was a waste of time, but throughout the time and throughout my journey, I realized that warming up is so essential because it does reduce soreness, as well as it increases your flexibility. And cooling down, it truthfully does help like reducing injuries. It's so hard to go from 0 to 100. Like, it really is, because for me to not warm up, to not have that like time for my muscles to kind of get into movement and go straight into high knees or straight into lifting weights, and it's not really productive for me either. Like, I don't get the most out of my workout. Which brings me to my third point. I typically don't eat when I work out, and I've learned that first off, I can't really do heavy meals because it actually really does like weigh on me and I feel nauseous when I'm working out. However, the counter of that is I realized that when I'm doing cardio, I have to have something in my stomach, because I cannot put 100% into my workout. You're sweating, you're putting so much energy on an empty stomach. Like, I can't do that. Many times that I would go to Orange Theory, or I would go to some kind of workout on an empty stomach, because normally whenever I work out at home, I'm like, oh, I don't need to eat, like, it's fine. I would leave there like drenched, and I wouldn't put in 100% because I was already like at my max. I didn't have any more energy to give because I didn't have anything in my system. The fourth thing that I wish I knew about just the process of working out is, or, you know, my fitness journey in general, is that, I mean, I think we all know this, but like, you are what you eat. So you could be at the gym for 2 hours, but if you are not replenishing correctly, everything that you put in that 2 hours, you about to gain it tenfold. Like, I really feel like, you know, it's all about a balance thing. And so you have to be wise about what you're putting in your body, and you have to truthfully follow, my rule is 80-20. So 80% of the time I eat pretty healthy. But I do have my moments where your girl, I love sweets. I'll have me some crumble. I'll have me a boba tea. Like, it's okay. But majority of the time, like, I do pretty much have, like, my diet or what I eat consists of just veggies and protein and healthy fats, some carbs. And so lastly, I want to talk about strength training or lifting weights. So I was always against it. In my head was like, I don't want to be a bodybuilder. I don't want to be like buff. I'm not trying to be like super muscularly. And this year, essentially, I really fell in love with like weight training. I started doing this program with Caroline Girvan. She has like a lot of programs, which I'm such a program person. I realized just throughout my journey, I am not a nutrition, I'm not a dietitian. I didn't go to school for physical fitness. And so take everything I'm saying with like a grain of salt. It's just what I learned through my journey. And I realized that that's what works for me, because I'm going to listen to the professional. Like, they know what muscles to work on. They know what moves will get me to where I want to be. And I'm just more productive when I'm following like a program. I realize that if I'm doing it on my own, I'm going to be working the same muscles day and night. I'm following her program, which I actually found through Linda Sun, who is amazing, by the way, super inspirational. Definitely recommend. If you don't know her, you should watch her videos. She introduced me to Caroline Girvan's, and I have been doing her program, I want to say since 2021, because I essentially started doing the whole Fuel program series that she had. And then, no, not Fuel. I just did Fuel. She had Endgame, which Endgame was a game changer. It really has taken my body from point A to B, and I still have ways to go, but that really taught me that weight training is awesome. Like, you burn calories the same way as you would if you were on a treadmill. And it's just conditioning you and taking you to like another level. So as of now, I'm enjoying it. And please comment below, recommend anyone else program, because I'm doing her Iron program, which is 6 weeks, while her Endgames was 10 weeks. By the beginning of January, I'll be done with it. And so I definitely need like another program to do, and one that is preferably free, because I know that there's other programs that you have to pay, but your girl's on a budget, and I understand where people have to make their coin and make their money, but I also feel like there's so many programs that are out there that if I can find something that I could be as successful with as Caroline that's free, then we're gonna keep on doing that. But yeah, those are the 5 things that I learned during my fitness journey. I really hope that you guys found this helpful, and I wish you the best of luck in 2023, and that you know, whatever goals that you have put in place, that you actually just start working on them now. Don't wait till January. Start now. If you want to lose weight, start going to the gym now. Or not even the gym, you could do at-home workouts. That's what I do. Or you could start walking, whatever floats your boat, whatever is your speed. And thank you all for taking the time to listen to some of my tips and to actually be on this journey with me. This is something that I've wanted to do for years, and just putting myself out here has been, first off, I really didn't think that I would put more than like 2 videos out. So the fact that I'm still doing it, and that I am on TikTok and Instagram, I give myself an applause, applause all around. And it actually wasn't even a goal of mine to do it. It's something I always wanted to do it, but in my head I'm like, no, there's so many people who are doing it and who would watch it. And I was just very negative to myself. And so I'm glad that I stopped letting fear prevent me from doing something that I've always wanted. And I will see you guys in the new year. So bye.